Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only.
Hey guys, Jacob here. Today I'm going to be talking about the Operation Iron Horse raid. This is the brand new raid that's going to be added next week for level 40 players and July 7th for level 30 players. First, if you guys are new, welcome to the channel. I upload daily Division 2 content, stuff like build videos, weekly vendor resets, and much more. In this video, I'm going to be covering how to prepare a little bit for the raid. We don't have a lot of gameplay of it, or pretty much no gameplay at all. I think there were a few leaks on Reddit of some people exploring the beginning section and then getting melted by NPCs, but other than that, we don't have much to really look for. But first, I'm going to be talking about groups. There's no matchmaking for the new raid, so you will have to find another way to get a group. The first way I'm going to be talking about is going to be LFG for Dark Hours. If you guys go all the way over to Dark Hours and go over to the pretty much main place for select a raid, you can select Operation Dark Hours, then go to Discovery and Matchmake. And you guys can get 8 people that way and get together and find some friends. If you don't have that many people to play with, then add them. And then when Iron Horse comes out, you guys can just go back and select Iron Horse and you'll be good to go. The second way is going to be Discord. There's a few YouTubers out there that have Discord servers you guys can join, or post on Reddit you guys can join on Discord, and they have LFG groups if you guys want to hop in there and try to find a group that way. Or the second way, since I'm on Xbox, if you're on PS4 or PC, this might be obviously different for you guys, but on Xbox, if you guys are on here, you guys can go for the looking for a group under multiplayer in the, if you guys go click on the game, it will have the feed and you can pull up and look for social progress, stuff like that, and go to the multiplayer section. There's LFG and people are always looking for help to farm exotics, get through legendary missions, and also get through raids. Now, that's going to be about it for the LFG groups. Now for some of their rewards. If you guys go over to the Operation Iron Horse area, which is right next to DZ West, you will see you get an old guard and a welder mask. Then you can see the missing intel. All the way on the left here, you get all this stuff, which is actually quite a lot. So you're going to be getting equipment items, ironworks base materials, crafting materials, then base materials and equipment. All the way up to the very end, you'll see you get Operation Iron Horse Cipher Fragment, which I'm not sure what that is. I'm guessing that's probably going to be like the keys. So when you kill the final boss, you'll get the key, and then you'll be able to open the box at the end and have a potential chance to get the new weapons. As for the new weapons that are going to be the other 2 exotic rewards in this, which is going to be the Ravenous Rifle, which is a double-barreled semi-automatic rifle with 2 barrels and 2 magazines, and the Regulus Pistol, which these look absolutely awesome. And other than that, you guys will be able to get your hands on some of the gear sets, which you already can get your hands on some of these, which I'll show you a quick example. This is not a build, keep this in mind. This is just for showcasing only. This is the Foundry Bulwark set, which gives you total armor, armor regen, and then makeshift repairs. Whenever you or your shield takes damage, 20% of that amount is repaired to both over 15 seconds. And this is Future Initiative, which this is repair skill, skill haste duration, and then ground control. Increase you and your allies' total damage and skill damage by 50% when at full armor. When you repair an ally, you and all allies within 5 meters of your are also repaired up to 60% of that amount. So in this raid, since there's a lot of fire and there's going to be a lot of NPCs, you most likely are going to try to get your guys' hands on these gear sets pretty much as fast as possible. I don't know if you're going to need them 100% because we're not sure yet, but if you guys play Dark Hours, you know that some people used Aces a lot. I mean, Aces was a big key component back in the day before they changed it for team play. That you use to pretty much give your whole team damage and constantly keep them alive. And Future Initiative is a healer build, and this is more of a tank build, so you might need this to protect your teammates so they can hit a button potentially. So if you're getting shot by a minigun or NPCs, then you could block your targets. That way they won't get hit like crazy. And as for the healing, obviously, it kind of speaks for itself. It's healing. It gives you heals and team damage. So if you're sitting there giving your team more damage, then you're obviously giving them a percent, which you'll see 15% right here. And you'll be able to get the Foundry and the Future Initiative chest piece and backpack in the raid. They're not guaranteed drops, obviously, since it's RNG based, but you might kill the boss, and right off the bat, you might get the chest piece, which can really help out your team. So if you get that, then I'd slap that on and then change one of your pieces so you have 4 pieces, and then essentially you'll be good to go. But obviously, I would make a few builds if you think what's going to be necessary. Since there's going to be a decent amount of fire, I would make maybe a hazard style DPS build, or obviously a tank build, a healer build, some kind of skill build. Just depends on what you think is going to be in there. I've made like 4 or 5 builds that I'm going to be testing in there, but it really depends on your play style. And after that, that's going to be pretty much about it for the rewards for the new Operation Iron Horse raid. And then obviously there's going to be the main reward, which a lot of you guys are going to be trying to get, is going to be the World's First. If you guys get World's First, you'll be put on a plaque in the White House like the original Operation Dark Hours, and you'll pretty much be there for pretty much all of Division 2, and that's pretty awesome. But who knows who's going to get there first, at least on Xbox. I know some people are saying on PC that some other groups have already beaten this, which I don't really care. Yeah, it's crazy that someone's already beaten this, but some people have access to stuff that we don't. And this is Xbox, and same goes for PS4. You guys are still going to be able to get Worlds First, and you'll be pretty much good to go. But as for PC, I think that kind of sucks for you guys because apparently someone's already beat it, and if they've already beat it in a private server apparently, then they're going to be able to just go on there and beat it, and they'll get Worlds First. The next is going to be the Twitch drops, which are going to be start at 3 p.m. on June 30th, depending on what time zone you guys are in. And it says watch the race to Worlds First, and then you can have the Ubisoft link and drops and get this really cool construction mask and this backpack trophy. Here's be a bunch of medals strapped together with paracord. Now to some of the bosses. This is a quick little picture I'll pull up for you guys to look at. This is a look at the Foundry. If you guys are curious and wanted to see what it looks like a little bit, that's what it looks like. Now for the bosses, I'm going to start at Raid Boss 1, and I'll go through each one and talk about a little bit of their abilities and try to cover most of them. And it's for Lieutenant Gray, which is going to be the first boss, has a custom MP5, which alone, he's not, a warrior, it says, and he's basically a surgeon, but having this gun makes him more accurate, and it's basically made for him not to screw up as much as possible. Then he has bodyguards, which have big shields, which are absolutely ridiculously huge apparently, and they can boost his confidence and make him stronger. Then there's the ironclad armor system, which is a nanotech style plating that he uses. And there's the ironclad dispenser, which he shoots clad armor at you, which is insane. Then he has the overdose, which allows him to pretty much give him a boost in, I guess, armor or health, or make him immune. Then he has a standard healing backpack. Next is the one I am mostly excited about, and also a little bit, it's a little sketchy. When I seen this, I was like, oh great, as much as you guys know, if you've been watching my videos for a long time, I hate fire. So this one was a big one for me, which is Captain Pfizer. He has rated boss ability number 1, which is Last Dragon, which is his flamethrower. This is a modified flamethrower that can basically turn to napalm, which is going to be the second ability, which is the propane injection system, which he could turn it up and make it keep full propane, and it turns blue, and the more dangerous it looks. And it does say he's going to blow himself up one day, so it makes me wonder if we're going to be able to shoot his pack, which actually here's a picture of him right here. I'm pretty sure from the trailer of him laughing, and the pack on his back, I'm guessing we're going to have to shoot with a weak point and keep hitting it over and over and over and over again, kind of like the District Union boss, where you keep hitting his pack until it eventually gets weakened and it'll be blown up and he'll have no more weapon to use. Or at least his flamethrower will be gone, and he'll probably switch to a secondary weapon. Then after that, he has Hellfire grenades, which are basically the incendiary grenades. He has Firestorm, which he sprays the gasoline up into the air and sets it on fire. Then he has Hotshot, which is a big cannon on top of a rail car that's a World War II weapon. And it does say that it's more vulnerable to modern explosives, which I'm guessing we're going to be able to use modern explosives like a sticky bomb, a bombardier, something, just explosives that generally maybe seekers to do a crap ton of damage to this. Then there's the control room interfactor, which I guess this keeps turning the lights on and off and also closes doors, so you won't be able to go into certain areas, and you have to keep turning them on. The Raid Boss 3, which is Lieutenant Williams, and this is the furnace. Apparently this area, a true sun's guy was cooked on the wall like a pancake, and I'm guessing this is going to have a lot of fire in it. Then he has the Chimera Chem Launcher. He has two versions of this, which is the Corroder and Wildfire. These are both upgraded versions of the Oxidizer and the Fire Starter. So these are new mixes, and I'm guessing they're going to do a lot more damage and be a little bit more spread than normal. Then he has Lockdown Seeker Mines, which are pretty much Seeker Mines mixed into Riot Foam that he can shoot you and get stuck and you basically explode. And then you have the Reinforcer Unit, which allows him to call in more support by the sounds of it. And there's the Corrosive Haze, which you will not be able to even get close to him at all. You have to stay away because he's literally toxic, and it hurts you just being right next to him. It's kind of like that global event from the first game. I can't remember the exact name of it, but once you get near the NPCs, it actually harmed you. Now for Colonel Marzova, this is the raid boss number 4, and there's Iron Horse, which I'm pretty sure Iron Horse is this train right here from the sounds of it. Then there's the Earthshaker Cannon, which is a big cannon. You guys can't really see it in this photo, but there's a big cannon that's actually on top of this train. And ground. Then there's Shock Harpoons. You know, you thought it couldn't get worse with the fire guy with the flamethrower, but no. They had to add shock harpoons that literally shock you when you get close to them on the ground, and they shoot out the train. Then there's the GAU-25 Vindicator Cannon. This is the same cannon that's on top of freaking the monument, basically, or Capitol Hill. When you guys get up here, you'll see it's right here, right at the front door, and that's what the GAU-25 Vindicator Cannon is by the sounds of it. And there's the Avalanche AA-12 shotgun, which is, I guess, her standard weapon that she uses. And there's the Reckoning shoulder-mounted missile launcher, which is just basically a rocket launcher. And there's Fury, which I'm pretty sure this is just a, kind of like where she gets really mad. She never shows emotion, apparently just wants to kill you, and she acts like a machine. So I'm guessing when you guys hit her enough, she'll get really mad and just rush you and take a crap ton of damage, and that's going to be really, really ridiculous. So you might have to shoot weak points on her to weaken her. That way you can stop the effect from happening. But overall, that was just a quick little video on some of the LFG groups, the raid drops, and also some of the bosses in general. But thank you guys all for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more Division 2 content, and I will catch you guys all.